All righty, let's go.
One. I'm ready.
Okay,
let's do it.
So to start off, we're going to go through the AFC, and then we'll go into the NFC. So to start off, AFC North. As of 2016, there was only one playoff team, that being the Pittsburgh Steelers. This division came down to the end pretty much. Even though the record might not necessarily show it, the Pittsburgh Steelers won the division pretty much towards the end. They went on one heck of a run. I believe they won like 7 or 8 games in a row to win the division. So Pittsburgh right now looks like the front runner in that division. The second team that I see challenging them is Baltimore, followed by Cincinnati and Cleveland. So what do you guys think about these teams going into the 2017 season?
I think the Browns are going to win the Super Bowl.
Go ahead.
I said I think the Browns are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm just kidding. So I actually do agree with Josh and DJ in their assessment that the Cincinnati Bengals are going to take a hit, but I don't think it's going to be because of Andy Dalton. I think that I actually have a lot of respect for Andy Dalton, the Ginger Ninja.
Ninja.
I see him being like, I've always stood there and said that he reminds me a lot of Drew Brees before he went to New Orleans. Like, he always reminded me of a guy who could really get things started with a team, but whose talents really get weighed down by a god-awful coaching staff, and a lot of penalties, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I could see that. I really can. I can't trust a guy whose offensive coordinator was – I know he had a few other ones before then, but he really flourished under Hugh Jackson's system. I feel that now that he's left, there's a gaping hole in that offensive coordinator position.
Yeah.
Marvin Lewis is just a head coach. He's not going to help. He's not a quarterback whisperer. He's nothing like that. In my opinion,
he is the second longest. He is the second longest tenured head coach in the NFL, though.
Yeah, but that's not.
But tenure doesn't mean tenure does not equul success.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, getting ousted in the first round of the playoffs, each one of the times you made the playoffs, that's not a track record. That's just a owner who's very comfortable with the head coach and doesn't see the need to fire someone who doesn't rock the boat. That's what you're looking at with Marvin.
Listen,
Lewis.
Out of the entire AFC, I think the AFC, well, arguably, I personally don't think, but I think the AFC North is one of the most competitive divisions in the AFC alongside the South as of what's been transpiring there, and we'll get there in a bit. Mm-hmm. But I think Pittsburgh is a very complete team. They have the franchise quarterback in Roethlisberger, and as long as he's there and stays healthy, this Pittsburgh team will win the division. They have no challengers outside of the Ravens. And as long as Pittsburgh does not start off slow and can stay, I know they finished the year with the 7-game winning streak, but, in the position they were at, no one thought they were going to win the division, and they can't let that happen again.
You're right. So, and I'm going to piggyback on Josh on this one real quick. As we go down from the top of the AFC North, the smart pick is Pittsburgh. If you have money, bet on Pittsburgh. But I have this feeling, this inkling, the Baltimore Ravens have been down for a while. Their defense might not be what it used to be, but, I think the mainstay as John Harbaugh as the head coach, I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think, and I really hope that the Ravens overtake the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have it also ranked, those are the 1 and 2, so Pittsburgh and Baltimore going at it. I have Cincinnati down at the very bottom. I think Cincinnati's going to be in for a surprise here. I'm looking at a 3 or 4 and 12 record. I think the Browns are going to squeak away here, and I think they're going to be the team the most underrated team in the NFL. They're going to win 8 games this year. I know that's a lot to say. That's a lot, and I know nobody's going to believe me, but I have them listed as Baltimore 1, Pittsburgh 2, Cleveland 3. And Cincinnati down at 4 of the cellar. I don't think that.
I have Cleveland winning. I have Cleveland winning 6 or 7 games. But the thing is, again, the main issue with the Cincinnati Bengals is not even their coordinators. It's just the mere fact that they lack discipline on their team. You know,
It's just the aura of that organization.
Vontaze Burfict is like, what, one more hit away from being suspended, one more illegal hit away from being suspended.
I think he just had one with his team.
Yeah, I thought he just had it. Yeah.
I thought he like illegally hit Giovanni Bernard or Jeremy
something
Hill,
like that.
one of those guys.
I don't even know. But so I want to try and move on because you got to try and get to some of this quick.
Yeah.
So to end off this note, who do we have winning the AFC North or any playoff teams? I'll start me personally. I got Pittsburgh winning the division and Baltimore making the playoffs as a wild card team.
I'll have to go with Pittsburgh and Baltimore. With the wild card, it's sometimes difficult to pick, but I think that Baltimore will definitely be a team that's in the running. I think they have one of the better shots right now as it is.
Yeah, I got the same way. I mean, if I had to pick one right now, I'd have to say I'd have to go with Pittsburgh as the division winner.
Okay.
And I have, again, the wild card with Baltimore coming in the back.